A couple of weeks ago I shared with you how I was working on a teeny tiny desk. Some of you asked me how I was doing it, and honestly at times I wondered the same thing. It was 60 centimetres by 40 centimetres. I had a single light that was also a camera holder wedged above my layouts, and as I showed you in the video, I didn't have enough places to put all of my things, so literally I was constantly juggling one thing to another in order to get to what I needed. This is what happened next. I have an actual room. Still needs work, I'm still sorting out some things, but I have a place to film, I have a place to make, and I have a place to do my daytime job and my editing. And I built it with those three things in mind, using the way that my brain organises things. So in this video, I'm going to take you through those three zones, and then I'm going to show you exactly where everything that was upstairs ended up down here. Some of it ended up exactly as I'd envisaged, but a few things have evolved, let's say. So there's the 62 centimetres that I was working on before. You can see that I've managed to build myself quite a lot more space now. So this unit here on the left is a set of Kallax drawers that I've put on castors, so I can actually wheel it back out the way if I need to. And then over here you'll see the Raskog trolley, which aside from having lost the silhouette and the markers, hasn't actually changed as yet. But talking of the silhouette, that is now tucked over there, along with the salt pig. And you remember my couple of small cups that I had for organising my pens and supplies. I've now got a nice tidy, which Sky enjoyed sorting out all my sponge dauber toppers and the sponge dauber into that one. And the anti-static pouch is in there now, and the little baby sponge daubers are there. So I've still got my tray. You'll have noticed I've now got two nice big lights that mean that when I'm filming a layout, I'm not dealing with that reflection of the bright lights that I was with the two that I was using. So things that were close at hand at the old desk are now largely in these drawers. So this is where I've got all my mini inks and my acrylic blocks and my most commonly used stamps, and in the back there you'll see there's embossing powders and those kind of things. Second one is not a commonly used one, but has got all of the washi tape from all over different places in the room, some ribbons, and then in the back I've got ribbons and embroidery thread and things there, so they're still handy for when I need them. Oh, I hadn't obviously put this away very well, because this drawer now is the replacement for the under the desk, and not only has it got my trimmers in, I've also got those punch boards that I showed you that were in the drawer before. I have had this organised more tidily than it currently is. I was using it this morning to make a layout. I've just shoved everything away. Then, I don't know if you remember, I had a caddy full of rainbow different sparkles, and I've actually put these now into this drawer. I've got some punches that my mum gave me that just hold everything nice and tidy. So now instead of having to move boxes, get the caddy out and then open these boxes, I can literally just reach and grab these. And then the bottom drawer is not very organised yet, but its purpose is clear. It's got sticky stuff in it, so my dimensionals, my flip flaps, various tape runners, sticky dots, all of those in here now. So before I move over to talk to you about the Kallax, I just wanted to show you here my printer and my Gemini Junior. The Gemini Junior didn't feature in the last video because it was literally being used on the floor and I forgot about it. But that's there now with its own nice space, and the printer, if you remember, the printer was on top of the Kallax. So now if I carefully turn around, here is the updated Kallax. So I was able to put a few decorative things on the top there. There's a picture of Ryan and me from when we were kids. And then I've had some new storage pieces to go into the Kallax. So I've got a place for putting ink pads, and I've got a secret hole behind there because obviously ink pads are only shallow. Lots of space for new colours to come in. Then this top section here has got all my paper books, and then I've kept in the folders that I normally use for all my papers that are not Stampin' Up and close to my heart papers. And then I've got two new paper organisers. One I've put in vertically and one horizontally. And the one on the left here, this is all my Stampin' Up and close to my heart papers. And I had to buy new paper sleeves for these to fit in because the ones with the poppers on were too tall, because you can see they've got like another centimetre or two above the height of the 12-inch. And even those, they're slightly too tall, but it's working really well. Things are coming in and out nicely, and I can find what I need much more easy than trying to force my way through as I was before. And then I treated myself to a rainbow stock, and I literally was keeping most of my cardstock in with the kits that it matched with. So then I'd be trying to think which kit has got that specific yellow or purple. So I've got some specialty papers down the bottom. I've got all my wintry Christmas stuff there, and then glitter and foil things here. And then I've gone purple, blue, turquoise, green, yellow, orange, red and pink, brown and grey. Sky argued with me as to whether Secret Sea is blue or grey, and the same for cloud cover, but I wanted to separate them because there's plenty of other blues, so she's had to accept that. Then down here we're not organised yet. My markers are here, but it's not a great use of space, obviously. I know that IKEA sell an insert where it splits something into two like that, which could be a good one to put my markers on the top, and then maybe I could put my pencil crayons on the bottom. And then on this side, these were the two drawers. They haven't moved, but there's a lot more space inside. So I've still got that pencil case there and some bits and pieces that need to be organised. And similarly here, this is feeling much more like it has one purpose now. So it's got the wooden embellishments, the stickers, my wax sealing stuff, which I forget to use all the time, but now it's not buried, I might remember. That's stickers in that pencil case as well. So that's feeling good. And then we have empty space at the bottom. There's a couple of Lego kits there that are mine that I need to build. And this unit used to be behind my work desk, but it wasn't really used for crafting. So I have adopted it and made it into a really nice craft organisation place. So I now have 4 of these cute caddies. They've still got the plastic boxes inside of them because I just feel that they're more sturdy. And I am going to get some labels to hang here on the front for the different categories. I think I do need to do a bit more filing because my nature and travel categories are getting rather full, and I'm thinking we need to separate out into things like beach as well. The stuff on the left here is mostly kind of memorabilia and travel journaling stuff. These are my drink tokens that I got from Sky for Mother's Day, so I'll keep them handy in case I want a brew. I got a new holder for my blending brushes because the one that I had just didn't really work. So this works much better. And then I've got just a couple of little albums and books there. And then down the bottom, I have got my necessary water bottle that's always handy. And then some scrapbooks and a couple of other things that were here in this before, including my PhD thesis. Not going into the drawers there because that's just where I hide my handbag habit. So this unit is not going to have an awful lot of craft stuff in it. That's my sewing kit in the top there. A bunch of games. There's games in this middle cupboard as well. But the main thing that I wanted to show you is I have just got And my die cutting plates popped in here right next to the die machine, so I'm hoping that's going to work really well. I've also got some blades and things for the silhouette. There are some embroidery threads here that I need to move over with the other ones, but there's not too much in those other drawers as yet. And then finally, this is my second desk, and I did have 2 desks in my old room because I had a desk for work and the tiny desk for craft, but my work desk was quite a lot smaller than this one is, and so I'm able to have both my laptops here, my big screen, and keep my notebooks and things that I need for work underneath there. And then I've got another set of Kallax drawers here. My dad and I actually built these 2 desks. So the craft desk has just got the 4 legs on it. They're called like the Arlo legs or something on them. Whereas this one, we've got legs on this side, but the Kallax drawers are attached as the basis for the desk on this side. So in the top here, Layla organised this drawer for me. She said it's all the things I need to hand when I'm doing my work. And then in here, I've got some organisation which I haven't sorted out yet. These things, whatever they're called. I think some people call them crocodiles. That's the tool in there. So they're there, and a couple of empty notebooks because I do go through notebooks at work quite quickly. Shutting that with my thumb is not the best. Then in here, I've currently got my pencil crayons, and then the rest of this is kind of designated towards cards, but there are some more new sponge dauber tips there, so I might move. There's also some new brushes down there, so I might need to organise those a bit more. Here is where I've got my kind of A4 random bits of scrapbook paper, and then in the bottom here I've made a drawer dedicated to vinyl for my silhouette. It's also got a couple of extra things for the markers there should I want them, but the rest of the kit there, it's got my little my pressing tool, my mat, and a bunch of the different vinyls. So that's all. That was all over the place upstairs. That's good that it's all in one place now. And then this was the unit that used to have those shoe boxes on top with the A4 paper in, but now I've managed to get a bit more organised with my A4 paper. So this is an A4 landscape letter tray, and then I've bought these A4 paper boxes to go in it. So I've sorted my A4 coloured card. That's black. I think navy's in there as well. Then I've got like my craft and cream and white. And then I've also got in here things like the photo paper, the vellum, the sticker sheet. But I've got some more boxes there, and I'm going to separate out some of those, the vellum and things that were all crushed them together. And then I'm going to label everything up down here, so I'll know which is in which and I won't be guessing. So there's the more boxes that I've got, and there's all the 12 by 12 paper holders that I don't exactly know what I'm doing with yet. So this down here that's my caddy that has all my journaling supplies in. So that's got pens and paints and travelers notebooks type stuff. That's the container that the rainbow coloured gem organisation was in. Haven't decided what I'm doing with that yet. And then down the bottom there is just where I keep my bigger travel bags. I've got a bag there for going to the cheer show, and my work travel bag and those kind of things. And then one of the other things just to mention is I've got this amazing natural light now that I'm working with, compared to working with my back out the window as I was before. So I hope that that's been interesting. I'm still figuring out some things. I'm still looking for things. I don't remember where I've put everything yet. But if you're interested in seeing any of the specifics of how I've organised things, please do let me know. That's something that we can come back to. If you like this kind of systems thinking, if you like seeing how I'm going to make things work in a bigger space, hit subscribe, join the gang, come back for next week's layout. We do this every Friday. Thanks. Bye.